Salutations, my lords and ladies. Yes, it is us. We are back at it again. Yes, we are back at it again. Your movie connoisseurs, your beloveds, are here to give you another movie review. Do y'all love psychological horror, crazy movies? Do y'all love having to come into a theater and leave with having way more questions than you did going into the movie? Do y'all love being perplexed? Do y'all love being kind of weirded out and also just laughing hard at some dark humor? Then you're going to enjoy and love Weapons. Made by the same, was it director or same producer as, if y'all love Barbarian, it's made around with the same individuals that worked on Barbarian. Hands down. And it has a lot, especially with a lot of to do with just switching between the different kinds of perspectives and stuff like that. That's the movie Weapons. Like, it's hands down. If you haven't seen it already, we're going to be doing a review on Weapons today, my dear viewers. So if you haven't seen it, you know what to do. Go check it, then come back to this video. We're going to be talking about it a lot. We enjoyed the movie, and we're excited to share this with you today. But end all be all, we are doing the bada bing, bada boom Weapons review. Let's get after it. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, Monchi, my constituent, my boy, my guy, my dog. What did we think of Weapons? What did we think?
Well, there's a funny movie,
Absolutely.
right? I was coming in, I was expecting more of a horror movie, right? Because I come in blind. I don't like seeing trailers that much, right?
Yeah, I get that.
So I came into this a bit late, but a bit blind, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking this was going to be way more of a serious kind of horror movie, but then it turns to really, really funny.
As for me, what I love about the movie, hands down, like Machi has said, it was hilarious. A lot more on the funny side than I honestly thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a lot more creepy, a lot more like suspenseful, a lot more jump scares. But honestly, it was just hilarious, and it just made it a lot of fun. It was a good watch. It was very enjoyable. Every second of it just it had me more and more confused, but at the same time it also just had me locked in. Like, I didn't want to miss a second of anything I could find to understand this mystery about why these kids leave. Imagine, like, you are a teacher, man. Imagine coming in Monday morning after the weekend. You're expecting to see your kids and there's only like one kid in a seat, everybody else is gone. How you feeling about that? Because I would be like, yo, where are your classmates at?
It was like how she felt. She was like, "What in the world goes on?
It's like, yo, where's
None of the
everybody
kids are
at?
here. What's going on here?" Right? I felt it was very unfair for me. All the people were like, "You stole the kids." It's like, she's like, "I walked in and they weren't there, y'all. What do you mean? I stole them?" It's so even more weirder when like they look at the footage and it's like these kids walked off in the middle of the night somewhere, and the teacher comes in the into school in the morning and she's like, "Yo, now the kids are here. What's going on?" It's more the parents' students' fault, right? Than it's not the school's fault that their kids left their homes,
Yeah.
right? So on that aspect, it's very weird. But I also see exactly like where these parents are coming from. They would blame them
Yeah, because
at the school.
it was just her. Like, yeah, one, especially because this it's a very crazy situation. One, okay, going to the parents' side, it's just it was her class, only her class.
Yeah, it's her class.
Happened.
Yeah.
So it's like, and the fact of the matter
That
is,
says more to the fact that it's definitely something
yeah,
because those kids all in her class, so it's not her. She didn't know either, right? She said,
Yeah.
"I didn't know." There, right? And they didn't leave from school. They left from house.
They left from
So
their
all
house,
these
yeah.
kids who are all in this one house left. I wouldn't be blaming the teacher. I'd be going, so these kids are obviously doing some, right?
Yeah, they're doing some crazy, which is why
Some
they went to
culty thing.
yeah, which is why they went to like Alex and they asked him, Carrie Christopher's character. They were like, "Alex, was there like some kind of game y'all are playing? Was there some kind of TV show y'all watched? Was there something like
Yeah.
going on? Like, did the teacher tell y'all to do this?" He's like, "Nah, nothing like that. No one told us anything about that." Because like what they don't know is that he's been sworn to secrecy by his evil, cultish, demonic aunt, Gladys. Because he legit tells him, if you tell anybody or you tell the police what's going on in this house and like what I'm doing, like I'm gonna make your parents kill themselves, because she literally my dear viewer is like legit in the movie, like as you know, Shorty had them under a spell. Like that to me, that's more on the
Yeah, it was a
magic.
Pied Piper sort of
Yeah, Pied
situation.
Piper. Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100% Pied Piper, full on. Dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. It reminded me so much of Amanda the Adventurer. This was an indie game. Shout out to the people watching the game connoisseurs.
Mm.
Like they know what I'm talking about. Just like Amanda the Adventurer. Like it reminded me a lot of like that kind of situation. Like these kids just like disappearing. You don't know where they're going. The parents are just left like just shook. But one thing in like going to like the be on the teacher side and the school side, bro. There ain't no way my parents wouldn't hear me walking out of my house. There's no way. Especially when I was younger, there was no way I was gonna be able to get out of there like that.
So I got an alarm on my door. So every time we open anything, even like a window, beep
Yeah.
beep beep.
Like, and I have that too. I have that too for a lot of my stuff. Especially like it was way louder when I was a kid for like some of my some of the alarms and beeps and stuff like that. You know, like they like the sound like wears down a lot when you get
Yeah.
older. Yeah. So like just seeing that, and also because they all have ring cameras. They all have ring cameras. Like this isn't like back in the day, like suburbia. Not a lot of that like high tech like security footage and stuff like that. But they had like legit ring cameras and everything set up and good audio and stuff like that. So I don't know how in the world these kids just got up and walked out and not one parent noticed that until the next morning. I'm sorry. That's kind of crazy. Like, this ain't Stranger Things, bro. You don't get the excuse of, like, we don't have that kind of technology. They had ring cameras and everything. I'm sorry. That makes no sense. As a parent, you got to look at that and be like, yo, why are you not locking your door at night? Or why are you not checking up on your kids, making sure they're in bed? And not going outside and doing crazy stuff like that. Her ability, the aunt's ability, Gladys's ability, which is like, it's weird too, because it's like
It's hypnotism.
it's hypnotism, but it's also voodoo.
It's a long range. Yeah.
It's voodoo in a sense too.
I think that's exactly it because she specifically takes something that is yours, and then
Yeah.
she uses that to control you.
Yeah, but it's not like a doll in a sense of it. It's like she takes your hair and then she wraps it around because the
No,
way.
no, no. She doesn't need the hair to do that. What she needs, right, is a possession of yours, right?
Oh yeah.
Something that yours.
Well,
It takes all that.
I'm just remembering with like what she used so far. But I know it's like it's anything. It's anything. She can use
Anything.
anything.
But she uses the hair to do commands, specifically like kill something, right?
Yeah.
She wraps the hair around it. She puts her blood on the hair, right? Then she snaps it. You'll then proceed to attack that
Yeah.
thing.
Like kind of like a crack to set off the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like the ignition before like the weapon goes off kind of situation. So that was like, because I mean, yeah, with the hair is for the action, like like giving it like an actual like command. But like when she's doing like the whole soup thing where she like rips up all the name tags, like all the kids like decorated and stuff like that, and then she like spits it and sets on fire. Like for some reason, any bodily fluid that she has needs to be part of the spell. So I think it pertains to her. One thing in particular I have a question about when it comes to this film is just that, like, because the whole point of why she's doing this is to feel better, because she's sick. That's what we understand, that the character is sick.
Yeah.
Aunt Gladys is sick. But, like, but her taking control of these people, getting these weapons, I guess it's supposed to help her feel better, but when she took control of the parents, that didn't help her. She said that, like, to Alex. She was like, Alex, I thought your parents would help me feel better, but they're not. And then she tries to go for the kids next. So I don't know if it's like, maybe it's like she siphons energy out of the people that she's controlling.
Yeah, she's a parasite. That's
I
why
can
there are these
understand,
talks in the background and all that. That's why I even told you about cordyceps. Yeah, she's a parasite. She's infecting them. That's why he, whatchamacallit? The Wong, his character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, Benedict Wong, his character. That's why he spits out that black stuff. She's infected him.
Oh, is that like when you saw like the whole situation, like when they're watching that like Animal Planet or like National Geographic, like
Yeah,
ant
from
thing?
Geographic. It's cordyceps, right?
Okay, yeah. I know you wanted to say something about
Cordyceps.
that.
It's a parasite, right? That's the whole thing with her. She's infecting them and siphoning their life so that she can get better. She's sick because she's a parasite. She needs other people to survive. That's why she's infecting their brains the way she's doing it, and she's keeping them in a place. But she also needs to keep feeding them. That's what cordyceps keeps doing. Cordyceps feeds its host to make it live longer so that it can keep living off of them.
aka why Alex had to keep feeding them the Chef Boyardee and them
And yeah, that's why he keeps
Gambels.
having to feed them. She made him feed them for her, so she doesn't have to do it herself.
Yeah,
So she can just keep going on. That's why she had more people because she was. It wasn't enough. It's not just that. Like they helped her get a bit better, but she needs more. She needed more to feed off of. That's
yeah.
why she got all the kids.
I feel like she could have, if like Alex didn't figure out a way to use her weapon against her, like that whole spirit stick, like it would. I feel like maybe she would have been able to control the entire town, like hands down. Like imagine she got an entire
Yeah.
community. It's like a hive mind situation too. Like that's like
Yeah.
another good way to say it too, like a hive mind, because it legit is a hive mind. Because they all do the same thing and they will all go attack the same thing, like whatever the stick tells them to attack, whoever's holding the stick. Because the blood because I don't actually no tool also thing, right? I wonder if like when he no because when you break the stick, that isn't like the whole thing to do with siphoning, that's just to actually make an accent. So I was about to say like maybe Alex got some life force from the people when he broke the stick, but no, that was just to tell them to go attack her. Because
Mhm. When
whatever,
she dies, everyone stops.
yeah, everyone stops because they finished the job they were supposed to do. So the
Mhm.
weapon, yeah, the weapon was fired. The weapon finished the job. So the weapon is now put into like a standstill. So they're kind of waiting for orders in that sense. But like when there's no orders begun, that's when they start like breaking away from the control. Which is yeah, because like in the end, the narrator says that like some of the kids that were affected have now been starting to speak, and I know for a fact the narrator is one of those kids that was like taking control of.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel about like who was your favorite character though? Out of everybody, who was your favorite character?
James, the homeless dude, because he was hilarious and he was doing the right thing. I loved it when he broke. And then I knew, because I knew the parents were sitting on that chair, and he didn't see. I'm like, oh no. So that jump scare didn't hit me as hard. But it was so funny when he was like looking at them. What in the world? Are y'all good? What's going on?
No,
And he's like, all
legit.
right, they're cool. And he keeps going. And then he goes into the basement and he sees a look at him. He's like, nope.
Exactly. He starts running out. I would have
And
been
he
just like,
freaks
I was
out
like,
and he
hell
moves
no.
the thing in front of the door.
I know you like that. I know you like that because you like that
I
kind of
was
like
like, good
smart.
job.
Yes. When you move that entire like desk to block the door, I was like, this man knows what he's doing. This man knows what he's doing. He's thinking. He's thinking. But he was hilarious, especially like when he's like about to start calling in for the 50,000 award. For the
Mhm.
kids, and it's like, hey, I don't want to go in. I don't like cops when he's really just on like when he's on drugs. He's like, I don't like cops. Like I'm not. And then
I got a phobia.
I got a phobia. I was like, bro, there ain't no way. But I felt bad. I felt bad. Or dude, like when he keeps coming back when he's like controlled, he keeps coming back over and over again and fighting Archer,
Oh,
bro. That was hilarious, dog. Like
so fun. Every time he got thrown down,
he got
each
put,
time
he
it
got
was
he got
not
like
working.
knocked out like 4 times. It kept coming back to consciousness. I
Gets
was like,
back up, gets flipped over the table twice.
bro, he literally got banged, bro. He literally got like thrown up and then cracked and then thrown, bro. Like he broke his back and then
Felt so
tossed him
sad
again.
for him when he got shot in the head.
No, for
That was
real.
so sad. I was
Yo,
like, dang it.
no hesitation from Justine though. Daggone, like she literally shot the Paul, the cop, in the neck, and then afterwards shot him in the head. Then went over, literally just walked up and just straight up shot James. I was
Wow.
like, dang. Shorty was not messing around, bro. She had the blicky ready to go. I'm not even gonna
She's trying
cap.
to live. I respect that.
I respect that, bro. No hesitation, 100%. But like, it's just crazy. Oh, not even gonna lie, bro. I think one of my favorite, hands down, best scene is just seeing the old lady running through houses and like running through
Oh,
yards from those children trying to kill her, bro. Like she's like,
mhm.
ah!
That
Yo,
was
those,
hilarious.
I'm,
Especially that little kid. Oh, I love that.
bro.
Especially that tracking shot
That
of the
that
little
one
kid.
that one girl in the pink, bro, she was booking it for her, bro. I didn't think kids would be able to have that kind of like durability to crash through like all those windows and stuff like that. But like I didn't think they would have that kind of like strength or like at least like more like weight or mass to them to just like crash through something like that. But that one little girl in the pink ran right through a screen door, then through a window, and then literally just like freaking tackled her to the ground, bro. Like she was like all-star like NFL
It was
player.
beautiful.
It was amazing.
It was beautiful.
MVP of the day. MVP of the day. What a tackle. what a play! And no notes. Ref cannot do anything. It was crazy. And those kids destroyed her. Oh my
They ripped her
goodness.
open.
They
I was so. They were so lucky because I was so afraid they were gonna wake up like Austin would and just see the carnage they committed.
yeah, no, just screaming. Like, imagine being an 8-year-old child. You wake up and you literally have like literally just like assassinated an old lady, bro. Like that's crazy work. Oh, that would be terrifying. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it is lucky enough the fact that like they don't really wake up that quickly. Like it takes
Because there's a time difference. Because
yeah.
there's a whole time difference between how long been kind of taken over by her that's going to relinquish when they're like fully healed basically. That's why Austin comes out of it because he just got taken over like
Yeah.
2 minutes ago. So he comes through and he's like, he's completely fine, but it's gonna take the kids some time. It's gonna take the parents like maybe like even like 2 more years before they're all good.
Yeah, probably. Because I think that it might take a couple of months for the kids. Because depending on, because it seems like
Because they said some kids are coming out and starting to talk, so that's good. They all came around the same time.
yeah.
So a couple of months. By the end of the year, they'll be fine, basically.
And then his
It's
parents,
been a
yeah,
year since then. By the end of the next year, it's like 2 years for them. The parents might take like 5, even 10 years, because they've been gone for like a month or so.
yeah. I would wholeheartedly agree with that. One thing in particular though is that it's crazy. It's not like because this is one thing I will say, right? At the start of it, I thought like she just like was this crazy clown lady that just randomly showed up to Alex's house, right at the start of the film, and then like quote unquote she's his aunt, but not really. She's just some random like lady that showed up and like took over his house, or, like visited or something like that. But in reality, she is his actual aunt. Like she's his actual blood relative. So I'm
Yeah.
like that like is like his entire like family or lineage like known for doing witchcraft, or is it just like it was just like that one aunt and like she was just part
It's
of a
just that
cult?
one. I would say she's more kind of just being like kind of wormed her way into his family,
Well, yeah.
right?
Well, she's
Because
estranged because like even the mom doesn't
yeah,
really know
more
that much.
strange. Because
Yeah,
it's her mother's sister. That's who
yeah,
not old lady is. But even she was like my mom's. She would come around for my mom, and my mom would help her out. So I guess we're gonna help her out,
yeah.
right?
Like that's just something her because maybe her mom is dead or something like that. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Actually, you know what? You know what this probably is then.
Hmm?
This might be a reach, but like I remember you were just reminding me of something, and I wanted to bring this up. Thank you. I actually really appreciate that. When she's talking about her mom, and I'm sorry to cut you off, just want to apologize for that. But I saw,
Right.
when she says that about her mom, it's like that my mom would have taken care of her. So, and I know that's what I know what we're gonna be doing right now, right? What if what if the aunt was living with her mom and she took over her mom? It's like the aunt took over her sister, right? Like started controlling her, siphoned
Ah,
her life from Alex's mom's mother, and then that's why she ends up moving with them because she just finished off killing off her sister. Like Aunt Gladys finished
yeah.
killing off her sister, finished siphoning off all that energy, so she's dead. So now it's like she was like, all right, let me go over to my niece now, and then siphon off that family, and that probably would be enough. It's like that kind of generational like taking over control. I wonder why she didn't just take over control of Alex. She could have done it.
She didn't want to.
Well, maybe
It's
because
interesting because she needed a worker.
yeah, she needed a little minion. That's probably
Also,
why.
she needed someone to keep appearances up, right?
Yeah,
And he was a young boy, so he was more vulnerable and more easy to control
which is
with just
true.
her words instead of her powers.
One thing in particular about the aunt that I also want to just like bring up is just like the fact of the matter is that would she have gotten younger? Like, do you think that like she would have gotten like younger or like maybe like her face would have started changing like as much as like she wanted to like control and get into? Like that's mainly what I'm trying to get to. Like, do you think like she
I
would
don't
have
think so.
started having like more changes?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, I don't know, but without a doubt, it was just kind of surprising. I feel like this movie has like I feel like this movie could do something else next time
Hmm.
or like have something different. I do I don't know. I do like these kinds of movies, especially because like it just gives you more to think about later down the line, especially just the whole like Archer seeing the dream, like the weapon, which I know you said something about like the military. What was it?
Oh, because he's a military man,
Well,
right?
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was the
You can
whole
see
thing
the
where you
dog
saw his
tags.
dog tags, which was actually used against him in
Yeah,
the end, because he's always wearing his dog tags, so steal it from him to control him and all that, right? But
yeah,
he's a military man, and he sees on the gun when he's like in his dream seat. He's on the gun the exact time that the kids left,
yeah,
right? Because Sunday left, which is 2:17. Also goes to show it's the way it's framed is not that of, hey, this is the time they left. It's framed that of a specific, just like a number. It's not
yeah.
like 217. It's 217 to more show in kind of the level of guilt he feels for kind of the lives he's taken as a
Mm.
soldier, which is kind of affecting the way that he's not emotionally engaging with his son. He's not saying "I love you" to his son because he feels a bit emotionally stunted from the terrible things he's done in the past,
Yeah.
and that's having a negative effect, making his son act out and being because he's not getting the attention he and home.
But yeah, without a doubt, it was definitely a movie, hands down, just good to enjoy. It was definitely hilarious, like hands down. But any closing statements, Machi? Any closing statements?
I think
Did
this movie's definitely worth a watch. I definitely recommend this to my family and all that,
yeah,
just to go see this kind of horror movie. Right? It is a more kind of classic, fun sort of horror.
yeah. What would you rate it? Because I don't think you said like a
Uh,
number.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I'm gonna join you on the 8 out of 10 spectrum too. I had a lot of fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. It definitely like it had a slow start. I will say that it had a slow start where I was kind of not feeling it a little bit, but then like afterwards, after a couple minutes, it just starts picking up and then it gets better and better and better. Like I think like you when you first get like Justine's story. It's like I kind of was like it's like Justine's story was like the build up, and then finally when you get to start getting to Archer and everybody else is like character and their development, that's when it really starts picking up, and you're like, oh, okay, this is crazy, this is ridiculous. But it was
Especially when you get to James. That
yes,
was
yes, yes. When you get to James, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But that is all we have for our weapons review, my dear viewers. Let us know in the comments who thought your favorite character was. Let us know in the comments just what your favorite scene was. What y'all thought about the whole like power scale with Gladys, like how you felt at the end when you see her running for the hills, bro. Just anything. Also, like any if you want to say anything about like the Pied Piper narrative or even like anything to do with like the whole parasite thing that Machi was talking about, any more information you can give us, let us know. Yo, we love talking to y'all. We love hearing from y'all. Let's just build this community together for real. But anyway, shape, or form, this has been our weapons review. I'm the Connoisseur E-Man, and we also have
the master of cinema.
wonderful Machi. Always a pleasure. Always good to have you here. But until next time, my dear viewers, this has been the weapons review. I just want to say peace, like, comment, hit up that subscribe, do what you want. We love y'all. Peace. See you next time. I bid you adieu.
Peace.
So long, my dear viewers.